The corridor measured less in width than his shoulders did, so he had to move along it sideways, shuffling his feet, one step, another step, squeezed by the person in front and the one behind, and all the many others behind and ahead, each adding their own pressure, a long line, a long, long line of supplicants, so many hundreds of people, each one hoping to reach the next stage of their journey where the corridor might widen, or even open out into a room or a grand chamber, where at last they could relax their bodies and breathe easily again, like any living soul should. But still the corridor contained them. Shuffle, 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 1 or 2 inches at a time, and so it went on. Nyquist craned his head and looked back along the queue, hoping to see his companion. Of course Teddy had played the fool, stepping down from the train, gazing around in wonder at the vastness of the station forecourt. Within seconds the young man was swept away as a new mass of travellers arrived, each with their own intention, their own desire to find their own way into the city. So many doorways in sight, so many different pathways, so many ways of being separated. And now Nyquist was packed in, funneled into this one passageway, seemingly at random. Heat rose from other people's flesh like a cloud, and he started to feel sick. Sweat broke out on his body, wetting his shirt. And there was no sign of his assistant, only the endless line of people, the frowning ones, the gleeful ones, those who cried, and those who sang, and those who moved along with their eyes closed, perhaps in a kind of waking sleep. They were so used to this kind of motion. But not Nyquist, no. He was uncomfortable, and he wanted only for it to end, to be released from this torment. Damn that Teddy. He should never have brought him along on this case. Nyquist turned to view the wall of the corridor as it passed by. Posters advertised the delights of the city, with views of great barriers of glass and steel, huge wooden gates, and doorways sealed with padlocks and chains, every scene rendered in an overly romantic fashion. Often there was only the wall to look at, and the many thousands of messages scrawled there over the years, the decades, the messages of love, of hate, items for sale, the slogans for this or that political persuasion, the poems, the caricatures of faces, famous or unknown, dates set down as a simple statement of being here, of waiting here, shuffle, shuffle, and most of all, the pleas to the gods above and beyond, divine rulers of the gates and checkpoints, that they might ease a free passage through the city that day and every day to come. All such prayers were in vain.